The situation in Haiti is getting worse tonight. Violence is erupting as aid struggles to get through. And some of that aid is from right here in North Texas. Today, another group of doctors flew from Love Field to Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince. Traveling with them is News 8's Monica Diaz. As soon as the group landed, they found themselves instantly helping hundreds. Monica filed this report.
Medical teams from North Texas, Florida, and North Carolina are still working outside and inside this hospital's Sacred Heart. They are trying to help as many people as they can, but they are running into a few challenges. They ran out of oxygen and blood. At sunset, more families desperate for medical care arrive at the gates of Sacred Heart Hospital in Port-au-Prince.
We're going to do the woman that needs the arm, and then we're going to do whichever one.
Are you going to do him, or is it Bill?
Jay's going to do him with Davidson.
Dozens of stretchers already cover the parking lot. The outdoor emergency room keeps growing. Doctors and nurses scrambling for operating and emergency rooms, but they're not enough.
You saw the front of the hospital. That's the hospital. There's not a single patient in a bed in the hospital because up until a few hours ago, they deemed it structurally unsafe.
In some cases, the tools and drugs needed for life-saving surgery are nowhere to be found.
What happened to our pole? We're going to see if we can save her legs. We're going to have to go in and clean out all the infection, but if it's in the bone, we may have to cut off both of them.
It's draining. It really is. You know, you get in a mindset and you're just doing your job and going, and then all of a sudden you just hit this stump and you can't. It gets hard because you want to help everybody and you're being pulled in every direction. And then eventually, you know, like Dr. Toussaint said, there's just some you can save and some you can't save, and that's what we had today. So it was hard.
Lives in the balance. They are forced to make tough decisions. But in the chaos, they see hope.
We're faced with what we're faced with, and we're saving people, and that's what we got to focus on, saving as many people as we can.
Most of the medical teams here will be leaving it tomorrow, but a plane with 70 doctors from all over the country is expected to arrive in the next 24 hours. Those doctors will be dispatched to hospitals all over the region, including this one. In Haiti, Monica Diaz, Channel 8 News.
There comes a time when we hit a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying.
Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all.
We can't go on pretending day by day
that someone somehow will soon make a change.
We are all a part of God's great big family, and it's true, you know, love is all we need. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me. Well, send them your heart, oh, so they know that someone cares.
so their cries for help will not be in vain.
We can't let them suffer. No, we cannot turn away.
Right now, they need a helping hand. No someone lie. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
Oh, there's a choice we're making.
The most urgent call for help tonight is for doctors and nurses. It's a call some North Texas heard and couldn't ignore it. Today they packed up and left from Dallas Love Field, flying to Haiti. Channel 8's Monica Diaz reports on their mission of mercy.
It's the desperation hundreds of miles away from North Texas that drives this mission.
Well, our hope is to get there to start seeing patients right away. We have plenty of supplies and start, helping a person one at a time.
Start saving lives. 24 doctors and nurses from Forest Park Medical Center are in Haiti. They have seen the images day after day. Survivors with injuries waiting in front of crumbled hospitals, still without treatment.
A crush injury that happened almost a week ago could now definitely lead to an amputation, but if infection is spread throughout the person, it can lead to death.
They plan to set up anywhere they are needed, even at empty hospitals.
There's no medical crew. They have 2 ORs, and power's just come back on. They're looking for physicians.
Answering the call for medical aid and preparing for heartbreak and devastation they have never seen before.
Most of us in medicine have seen a lot of tragic things before. I'm pretty sure this is going to be quite different from anything we've experienced, and I imagine there'll be a little bit of shock, but we'll just have to shake it off and get in the game.
At Dallas Love Field, Monica Diaz, Channel 8 News.
No, we cannot turn away.
Right now, they need a helping hand. No someone lie. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
Oh, there's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
When you're down and out, and there seems no hope at all.
But if you just believe, there's no way we can fall.
Well, let us realize, that change can only come when we stand together as one. We are the world. We are the world. We are the children. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
Gotta start giving.
There's a choice we're making.
We're saving our own lives. That is true.
Every time that you would hear children moaning in the middle of the night or during the day, they were in pain and they were suffering, and these doctors were helping them out. We met children who lost their parents, they lost their home, they had major surgeries, and you wonder who's going to take care of these children after all of this. Is someone going to keep an eye on them? Are they going to be forgotten? And those are the things that stick with me even today. I'm here, I have a home to go to, and I don't know if those little girls that we met and the little boys that we met will have a home months from now, if the U.S. and if other nations will forget about them.
And Monica, the North Texas doctors were really working in some primitive conditions. What do you think was their biggest challenge?
The lack of resources, and they were limited in certain situations. Honestly, Shelley, they saved so many people. They took nearly 200 cases. Most of them were amputations. So they saved a lot of lives, but they hit those moments that they wish they had a ventilator. They wish they had more oxygen. They wish that they had more blood. They had to let go of some people, and just seeing these doctors make these tough calls, it was amazing and devastating and just heartbreaking at the same time.
And last thing, let's get back to the children for a quick moment. Earlier we were talking and you were saying how much can be taken away from the spirit and the smile of a child there.
Yeah, Shelley, some of the doctors, as they were leaving today, they of course, went to their patients. They were handing out clothes, and some of them just one of the doctors handed a piece of gum to these children. And just seeing these little girls and this little boy chewing their gum with a smile on their faces, knowing that they've lost everything. That smile, I hope, is the face that the world remembers and doesn't forget about Haiti. They're resilient people. They have been through so much, and we hope that this time around they're able to get back on their feet.
We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving.
Oh, there's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
When you're down and out, and there seems no hope at all.
But if you just believe, there's no way we can fall.
Well, let us realize.
start giving.
Haiti with a team of North Texas doctors. The team was there for 2 days of life and death choices and hope that came with the help. Here's Monica Diaz.
One more round before heading home.
The surgeons promised me today on the leg.
Checking on every patient. Some doctors and nurses from North Texas handed out blankets and clothes.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Others offered their last dose of comfort to the suffering. For every medical team, it's difficult to say goodbye to these faces. Gabriela lost her foot, her sister has internal injuries, her brother a broken arm. Orphans with nowhere to go.
We can walk away from this, but they got to live through this. And through the days, like I say, there's nothing out there for them to have. And all they do is wander the streets.
1, 2, 3.
Nearly 200 people came for help. Children and adults loaded in cars, on mattresses, on doors with injuries so severe, the only option was to amputate.
We're going to see if we can save her legs. We're going to have to go in and clean out all the infection, but if it's in the bone, we may have to cut off both of them.
They wanted to do more, but the lack of equipment, oxygen and blood in some cases forced them to surrender.
Actually, a guy from the top OR came down and said that we're running out of oxygen, and she had some on. So it basically came down to we were wasting oxygen on her, you know, and so we had to turn her oxygen off.
But so many were saved.
I want to give my congratulations with each doctor here lost his country to come here to help us.
Their struggle is far from over. It's evident on our trip back to the airport. Devastation on every corner. And thousands roam the streets, still without food, without water. At the gates of the airport, hundreds blocked the gates. Some begged for a way out. A country in crisis, but there's hope. A promise that they won't be forgotten. In Haiti, Monica Diaz, Channel.
Someone to help you rebuild after the rubble's gone. We are the world connected by a common bond. Love, the whole planet singing along. We are the world. We are the children. So let's start giving. Let's start giving.
Citizens, everybody pitching in. You and I, 12 days, no water, what's your will to live? We'll amplify the love and watch it multiply. Feeling like the world's end, we can make the world win. Like Katrina, Africa, Indonesia, and now Haiti needs us. They need us, they need us.
Haiti.